Hey guys, it's Windy from Windys.Art. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to paint a wheeler door in watercolor. I'll talk about the techniques I use and how I create the rusty texture. Now if you're ready, grab your pens and paper and let's start painting. As always, I start with my sketch. I refer to my reference photo and draw out the basic contour. Then I mark out roughly where the different colors are. Before painting, I mix the color in advance so it's ready to use while coloring. Then I start painting from the right side of the door. I start putting on the darkest shade so I can see the whole contour more clearly. Then I use wet on wet technique to add the base color of the door and add darker orange tone while the base color is still wet so there's no harsh strokes, and this will create the wetted look. Then I use the same wet on wet techniques to put the base color on the left side. So now I focus on the yellow and orange tone base color. After this, I will work on the blue tone base color. Because the orange and yellow tone base color cover bigger areas in this painting. And also avoid the holes on the door while painting the base color. I first put a lighter yellow tone, then I add darker orange shade on the shadow areas while the paper is still wet so it blends out nicely. Notice that I wet the paper going small section by small section, so you don't need to worry about the paper drying out after finish one section or the color blending through into other areas. Then continue adding the base color until you finish all the yellow and orange tone areas. Next, I move to the blue tone base color of the door. I first put diluted lighter blue color on, then I add darker shades around the edge so it pops out more, and this will create the cracked look. So here you can hold two brushes in hand, one for adding the base color and the other one for adding the darker shades, so you don't have to constantly rinse your brush. Next, for the lock on the door, I first paint out the darker contour, then I blend out the base color. While waiting for the base color to dry, I finish the blue tone base color on the left side. For the door handle, I put the darker contour before I put the base color on, then avoid the reflection areas while coloring. For the iron piece, I first blend the base layer because it's rusty, so you can see it has lots of colors. I add colors while the paper is still wet, so it blends out nicely. You can add clean water to soften the hot edges if needed. After that, I add darker shades and details to create a molded look. Then I use the white watercolor pencil to add highlights around the peeling areas so it pops out more. Next, I add the darker details on the lock. I use dry brush techniques here to create the texture. Then I add darker shadows around the edge and button areas to create the 3D look. Next, I go back and add darker details around the holes on the door and paint out the patterns on the wood. I also strengthen the orange tone colors again on the door in some areas. Now the painting is done here. If you have any questions, comment below and let me know. That's all for today's video. I really hope it's helpful and if you enjoyed it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so you never miss out on my weekly art videos and tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye!